All right, we've got to pause Always Sunny and do the yard sale video. Hello, I'm Zeos Pantera. Welcome to Z Reviews. And if you're from In Air Fetish, which shows the I Am Reviews, welcome here to see what's for sale. So every month I get rid of things, and sometimes there's a lot of things, sometimes little things. And this month is a lot of things again because I'm embarking on a solar project to convert this house to run completely off of solar power. And that costs money. So I've rearranged my basement, and I've decided to sell fucking everything. So here we are. Welcome to the late June yard sale. So I'm going to make it a little bit sweeter than normal. If you are a patron or subscriber for $7 a month, you get to bid on anything here for any amount of money you want, and I will ship it anywhere in the world. If it's somewhere in like South Africa, pay half shipping. If it's Canada or North America, it's free shipping. That's all you got to know. You can bid on one thing, you can bid on all the things, and once you become a patron, you get to see reviews that are not published yet and all the other benefits, blah, 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 blah. Canto Rens. That is I think $700, $600, $300, $100. Canto Rens. Links in the description to all the things that are for sale, by the way, here. That set of speakers, I packed them back up. I gave them the review a couple of weeks ago on this channel, so go check it out. That is the blue pair. I would have liked them in orange, but blue. There you go. I guess we should probably look at the big boys, though. Because Solar Project, wallpaper in the wallpaper hoard. Because Solar Project, I've decided that the Meze Poets need a new home. And I really do like them, but if I had to choose the Lyric 2s or the Poets, I'm taking the Lyric 2s. So the beautiful Poets, with their wires and accessories and case and everything, are now in the yard sale. Goodbye, babies. And the thing is, those actually are great for detecting differences between DACs, but I could do that with so many headphones. I very, very, very rarely sell a Meze on this fucking channel, so enjoy that. Let's move from, we'll work around in a counterclockwise manner. IFI, the Neo IDSE2, and this is the new one that has buttons and X space, and I should want to sell the original one that doesn't, but I can't. So I'm selling the new one. So this one has the Bluetooth. It has inputs, outputs, BNC for some reason. So if you're interested in a DAC amp combo, there you go. The topping, some of these are a little bit older. Like I have to look at what the hell they are. The L70. When I have a sticker on it, it usually means it was reviewed at least a year ago when I was removing high-res audio stickers and adding my own special brand of sticker. This is a decently powerful headphone amplifier. Full triggers and everything, sitting on top of its box. In case you want a CD player, because that's a thing nowadays, I reviewed this one. This is the one, and it's kind of weird. It has a 3.5 millimeter headphone out, but I would consider this more for use with a Bluetooth device, such as the Canto Rens, if you want to bid on both, where you put a CD in here and it will Bluetooth connect to something else and play on your Bluetooth speaker. So there's that. Oh, by the way, the Munich footage is available on Patreon right now, unedited. The edited versions should be coming out after this if my editor gets his shit together, because I took 11 hours of footage. And I want to thank all my people who sent me to Munich and you guys. The other thing here, I actually sold the amps a couple months ago in the yard sale. The matching, beautiful, machined aluminum amps. These are the Sabage A10D. A10D, like a chicken tendy. This is the DAC for it. And honestly, just for the looks, like it isn't like the world greatest DAC, but again, waifu, and holy shit, look at it. And I never intended to sell the amps or this, but it's been like 2 years. And I have a million other things that I need to do and sell. So if you need a good-looking DAC that just does DAC things, it's actually dusty on top of it still. Here you go. Moving on to another headphone. The second of three. Wooga B60s. Actually, these, I think, nearly won when I did the Wooga versus, like, Sendy challenge that I did, where I was comparing everything, because these are a very lightweight, closed-back, good bass response headphone. But you know what put me over the edge? 2.5 millimeter inputs. I went to take them to like use them in a review, and I was like, you know what? I am never ever ever gonna look for a 2.5 millimeter dual entry wire. Sell these. I can't. I just can't. I gotta draw a line in the sand, and that's my line. Is that line in the sand? Okay. We'll go, we'll see what we're doing. The Loxgy D50. You may not recognize this DAC. It's another just straight DAC with II2S and coaxial and USB and everything. But this Loxgy DAC has been in the rack to the right of my review desk for like 3 years. I liked it enough, and it was an expensive enough DAC. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it there. I'm going to trust it. I'm going to feed all the amps on the right. And then I just stopped using the racks on the left and right of my desk, basically. So it just sat there, being brand new. Still has the high-res audio sticker. I didn't even put a waifu on it because I figured I'm never going to see it was tucked away in a thing. So that is a quite expensive little unit there. We'll go up and do IMs last. Another DAC? Jesus Christ, Zeos, it's a DAC off. II2S, AES, EBU, so on and so forth. This is the D200 Mark II DAC. Again, waifu. So that means it's good. Anytime I slapped a waifu on something, it usually meant I'm going to keep this forever, then I'm not. That was the only exception because it's a perfect square. For you obsessive people, D50 is a perfect square. But the DO200 Mark II was a very good DAC. Put that in the yard sale. The last headphone on here. We have IMs, but the last headphone on here. The Kiwi Ears Athea. Athea, which is a dual driver planar plus dynamic. Now, my review for this came out today, and it's getting like no views. It's been out for 8 hours and has 1,800 views. So no one gives a flying fuck about a headphone that's brown and wood with 2 drivers, apparently. But I don't care. I'm not bitter. It comes in a beautiful box. And it sounds good enough, but not good enough to stay in the house. And I'm just like, you know what? I have solar problems. I'm going to have like $40,000 in solar problems coming up. And I'm doing it all myself, by the way. If you want to follow that, check out the second channel. I started filming as we collected the 105 solar panels from a warehouse where there was a smoke damage thing. So we got a great deal on the panels. And I'll probably be installing 64 of them or 72 outside there somewhere. You'll see. You'll see. And thank you all for helping support the channel, because without having a real job, every little bit of this helps pay for that. I don't think I can get sponsors for solar installs. If you think I can, please let me know in the comments. So now on to the 5 IEMs. We start with the Yanyan Canon Pro. I really do like this box art. I would have approved this for a collab of mine. And all of these are IEMs I like, but they're not like top tier. So they're great. And if you, fuck, the DD Hi-Fi is sitting there looking at me, and I'm just like, don't sell me, please. So Canon Pro, Yanyan Canon Pro. Again, if you don't know what any of these are worth, click the link in the description. These are the Awful Polar Nights, which are actually earbuds. And I, unfortunately, cannot work with earbuds. My head shape is just fucking wrong. So someone please give these a home. They're probably the prettiest looking earbuds that ever existed. Followed by Heavy Heart, the DD Hi-Fi Moondrop collabed Surface IM. This review came out in Inner Fetish, and I cannot tell you how pretty and nice these are. Go watch that review. Like, if these sounded like a couple other IMs that are in the roughly the same price range, I just would keep them forever and never use anything else. But unfortunately, I need to let them go. And the waifu cover. I kept the insert with the 3 waifus. You don't get that. But you get the cover, which is enough. This has been sitting on the shelf to be sold for a bit. The CVJ Aria. And I had to check because we've had like 9 IMs labeled Aria. So this one is all packed up, put back. Oh my god, artwork. Look how beautiful. It's so beautiful. With everything in the original position. So if you want the CVJ Aria, again, you'll know. IM people just know. Don't have to look anything up. The last thing is kind of special because it's the Kiwi Ears Eroso. And it was a 4BA single DD IM. And I liked it, but I didn't love it. Not a 10 out of 10. And the problem with selling it is it has this wire, which it's not a good enough wire. It's a beautiful little IM, but not a good enough wire. So when you buy the Eroso, I have 10 of these flare cables, which are the ones that come with Defiant. Which, by the way, announcement, there will be another color of flare cable. Right now, we're looking at like a gunmetal gray bronze combo instead of the salmon and blue to better go with the green Defiant. So when that comes out, we'll probably try to sell it separately as well. So if you bought a green defined and you want to keep the same style of cable with the interchangeable heads, you'll be able to get the other color. I don't want to make the cable green, because then you can't buy it to use for other like red IMs. You're not going to put a fucking green cable in a red IM. But if I make it more of a neutral color, sort of get it. So like this one, I love the way this looks. This is flare as fuck. But if we're going to go with another cable, I figure I'd make one more universal. But I will include a brand new flare cable with the Arosso. Not that one. That one's mine. Goes in my pants. So that you can have an IM with a decent wire. So if you bid on that. So that should be 15 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bid on them, anything you want. There's no minimum bids. You should have 10 days. This is a late release. It's the 7th. So it'll probably go to the 17th. If you don't hear back by the 20th, it probably isn't yours. Sometimes if someone can't bid or if something has changed in their situation since they threw a bid, I will try to offer it to the second place winner. If we don't hear back fast enough or if it takes too long to get everything done, these things will get moved back to the shelf and put back in another yard sale later. But right now, here you go. Thank you all for supporting the channel. It's like old school again, where I'm actually fighting for every like view and subscription. So it's not just like, ooh, YouTuber. No, now it's like, hey, help. So, hey, guys, help. Get this stuff out of my house. Keep the lights on, and hopefully I'll have the sun powering this house shortly. And you could all chip in on whether you think that's a good idea, a bad idea. It's not going on the roof, by the way. My brother's a firefighter, and he'll tell you one thing. As a firefighter, if you put solar panels on your roof and your house catches fire, firefighters don't go on your roof to cut a hole and spray down, which is how they usually do it, because there's glass now up there and the possibility of electrical feedback if there's a fire. So they're not going to go up on a roof with 110 volts and broken glass. So put solar panels somewhere else. And you could also get the angle perfect. Like Dan was talking to me about when the angle... Well, go watch the second channel. You'll watch a whole video about the solar install and the battery backup, because it's going to be full battery power banks in here. It's going to be wild. Anyway, this, wallpaper. Thank you for supporting on Patreon and Subscribestar. Anything else I got to say? No? Good. Review for these. Also coming, but I figured it would be easier to do this on the 7th. 7th of June? See you there. Where's my button?